Which of these is the best example of negative reinforcement? A, the student screams and the worksheet is removed for 5 minutes. The student screams more often in the next 20 minutes. B, the student asks for a break and they are given a break token for 5 minutes. The student asks for a break more often in the future. C, the student asks for a break and the worksheet is removed for 5 minutes. Or D, the student asks for a break and they are given a break token for 5 minutes. So A is the correct answer. The student screams and the worksheet is removed for 5 minutes. The student screams more often in the next 20 minutes. So this is tricky because it's kind of something we wouldn't necessarily want, right? Is more screaming, but it is negative reinforcement, which is we screamed, the student screamed, we took away the worksheet for 5 minutes, and then now the student screams more often in the immediate future, which is negative reinforcement. We took something away directly after the response, and then the response occurred more often in the future. So this is very true. I think B is tricky because they're given a break token, which seems like you would have a break if you're getting a break token, but you're getting something. So it's going to be positive reinforcement. And then for C, ask for a break and the worksheet is removed for 5 minutes. Like that happened, but it's not describing a contingency. It's not saying that there was an increase or decrease in the future of the response. And then the student asks for a break and they're given a break token for 5 minutes. Again, it doesn't tell us about the future. So C and D can be more easily eliminated. I think the harder discrimination is between A and B. And it's just making sure that we're looking at what happens directly after the response. So if we broke that down, it would be like our establishing operation is wants a break. The SD is then completing the worksheet. So I'm completing a worksheet. So I know that a break is available from the worksheet. The response is to scream. And that SD really might have been completing a worksheet with certain personnel nearby. But the response is to scream. And then the SR is that there's escape. We escape the worksheet for 5 minutes. So our negative reinforcer is that we escape the worksheet for 5 minutes. How do we know it's a negative reinforcer? Because they scream more often in the next 20 minutes. So that's why we know it's a reinforcer and we know it's negative because we're taking something away. So this is a good like layout of negative reinforcement.